There he is. I got you. Hey, thank you so much for stepping into the Klieg light and doing this interview, Joe. I know you've been in the courtroom through so much of this testimony. I want to get your grade of Buster on the stand, and I really want it to come from a South Carolinian, somebody who knows that community and knows that state and maybe knows that jury better than I do.
Well, you can't possibly walk a mile in that kid's shoes. He's been in the courtroom since the very first day of this trial. He's been supportive of his father, and he's been dispassionate, stoic, and you just cannot imagine being on the witness stand in the trial of this magnitude and being called upon to do what he did today. I think, you know, perhaps it's a missed opportunity that the defense didn't ask him up front about his feelings and try to get him to say something on the order of, I've cried all I can. I'm just here to answer your questions. But, you know, he did what he needed to do for the defense by explaining the towel that was thrown up by the defense, by the prosecution, as a kind of a red herring, really. There was a mystery towel and clothes. He explained that. Everybody took showers that night after the murders were occurred.
Joe, I keep thinking about the motive, because if the defense has one thing in its corner, it's not the data from the cell phone, it's not the data from the car, it's not Alec's own words and his voice on a, you know, an audio tape, a videotape. But if they have one thing, it's motive. And I could see a good defense attorney looking square into the eyes of that jury and saying, look at that man over there. At what point in any of this testimony have you ever heard that he's a violent person, that he doesn't love his wife, that he doesn't love his son, that he stood to gain in any particular way? Why would a dad blow his own son's brains literally out of his head? Think about it. But that, I feel like, could have been really hammered down with Buster, and I don't think it was.
Well, the motive chosen by the prosecution is a huge stumbling block here. I mean, to suggest to this jury, as was done in the opening argument, as apparently is the theme of this trial, that he killed his family to distract from an investigation that wasn't distracted by the prosecution's own witnesses. It was a temporary delay at best. It just doesn't make sense to anybody in the courtroom, and I don't think it's going to make sense to this jury. It's a huge problem.
Yeah, I've had a problem with that whole notion of the motive here. First of all, telling a jury that they have to swallow a father killing half of his family to buy some time or to buy, some sympathy. I mean, that's just really, really, really hard to believe. And I could see them talking around that table when they have to deliberate, and many of them will say, I don't buy that for a minute. They did that in Casey Anthony. They asked the Casey Anthony jury to believe way too much about Casey Anthony, and they just couldn't, they couldn't get over that evidentiary, chasm. But Joe McCulloch, will you come back and talk to us again as the trial proceeds?
Happy to do that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.